For mental peace, don't think too much, walk it off. For emotional peace, go within and connect with the realms of your higher self. For physical peace, take small steps towards your goals. For spiritual peace, connect with new moon energy. Hi, I'm Shelley, the Peace Oracle, and here is your oracle reading to help you walk the path of peace in March 2025. This is a very sweet and gentle reading for March. The energy is all about going inward, not thinking too much, and using the renewing energy of the new moon and maybe some things percolating inside you to move forward in your life in a very authentic and lovely way for this springtime in the northern hemisphere. So let's go through the cards one by one and talk about the meanings. So for mental health or mental peace, walk it off. So the message is very simple, very clear. Get out of your head and into your body. For mental peace, don't think. This isn't the time to ruminate and try to do intense processing or think things through in a way where it will come to some, clarity. Clarity will come by getting into the physical and into your body and essentially out of your environment, ideally. So we want to bring that energy back to the body so that the nervous system can calm down and you don't have to worry about the details. This is not a huge mental month. This is not a lot of planning or figuring things out. It's a month of stilling the mind, getting into the body, and allowing that process to happen on a more baseline or a more primal level. One of the little adages in the book that gives the description of the card says, if you think you don't have time for a walk, how much time do you have to ruminate and to do things where you kind of have to backtrack because you're making decisions out of stress? So that's, I feel like, just a little nudge to say, okay, just make time because it'll make everything a little bit easier. Things will flow and you'll be more efficient and productive in other ways so that you will make time by doing this kind of preventative medicine practice. So get out and walk for a few minutes every day. It might really, really help with mental health in March 2025. For emotional health, this card, the Well Watcher, tells us to go within, that we want to connect with the power of the divine. And the message on the card is to connect with the power of the divine by going within. So really let this be a gentle moment in life to contemplate. And in this month of a lot of activity, because it's spring in the Northern Hemisphere, we really want to still that energy. And so for emotional peace, we want to be more internal. And, the card that I pulled for mental peace is all about getting into your body. So this card saying to go within for emotional peace is interesting, where we want to go in to still our emotions and to reconnect with ourselves, get back to our center, but we don't want to go too mental. The main message is to get into more of a meditative state when you go in a state where you are actively wanting to put your intention towards connecting with your higher self and any type of divine connection that you have, whether you're guides or a spiritual being, however you connect spiritually, that's the type of inner contemplation I'm talking about, not a bunch of thinking and rumination. So go within to connect with the higher realms. Okay, so for physical peace, Spirit Keeper of the East. This one is all about new beginnings and trying new things. And, we are coming out of a pretty intense winter. We may not have had all the time to really rest and hibernate in the ways that can really allow us to have more energy during this time of the year. So don't go too crazy on putting a bunch of stuff out there, but or as far as, making plans and energy and how you can be more active and involved in life. If you're doing that, that's wonderful. But the part of the message here is to do that in a small way where we don't want to put all of our eggs into a bunch of baskets already. We want to take small steps. So the Spirit Keeper of the East card is all about starting the year off actively, but in a gentle, loving, and very authentic way, in a way where it's balanced within our lives. We're taking small steps towards our goals. We're diligent, we're disciplined, we're doing the work, but we're not overhauling our life. We are planting little seeds to create the change that we want in life. For spiritual peace, new moon activation energy. So we've got new moon energy at the beginning of March because we had a new moon happen at the very end of February. And then the new moon in March is going to be on the 29th. So in the beginning of the month and the very end of the month, we've got this lovely new moon energy that is, reflected in the cosmos. But for spiritual peace, it's a little bit like the Spirit Keeper of the East card, where it's new energy, but it's the very new energy. It's the little tiny things that are starting to come to fruition. Maybe they're just ideas right now. Maybe they're just small plans. So if you feel drawn to working with moon energy, it's a really lovely way to have that complement whatever's happening in your life. So if you're feeling like you want to work with that, there's a lot out there. But the general practice is to focus inward on what your intentions are and what you are wanting to manifest in your life. And doing work in the real world to make things happen, but in your spiritual, ritual space, really getting centered and allowing this newness to be part of your spiritual practice and part of your spiritual connection. What can you ask for from the divine beings that you work with? Whether you work with spiritual guides or gods and goddesses or divine beings in some way, it's a great time to engage with your higher self. And you can do this through meditation or just kind of centering yourself and feeling out your intuition, kind of connecting and talking with that energy center in your body, more around the gut, of feeling into the gut, feeling into your third eye, feeling into those energy centers where you feel connected with your intuitive senses, and ask your higher self, what's the next step? What are little things that I can do to create the change that you want to have in your life? And around new moon time, it's just much more powerful. But if we keep that energy kind of front and center throughout the whole month, it can really make us feel a little bit motivated or kind of fill us with a sense of curiosity of, oh, what's going to come next? Or, maybe there's something a little out there for me that, I might not be thinking about. So allow this to be an open-minded, open-hearted type of month, but really allow yourself to be centered in your internal space and in the external world when you're creating change. Just make little steps. And anytime you have any kind of stress, get into your body, walk it off, dance it out. Do something where you're allowing that mental space to be processed through your physical activity. This is our deck. For our highest good and highest good of all, please show us what is our healthiest path to mental peace in March 2025. card 12. Oh, recount. 12. Walk it off. This is our deck. For our highest good and highest good of all, please show us what is our healthiest path to walking emotional peace in March 2025. This is also card 12, the Well Watcher. This is our deck. For our highest good and highest good of all, please show us what is our healthiest path to physical peace in March 2025. This is card 11, Spirit Keeper of the East. This is our deck. For our highest good and highest good of all, please show us what is our healthiest path to walking spiritual peace in March 2025. Card number 1, New Moon. Okay, I think that's it. I hope you have a wonderful month. I hope that it's renewing and comfortable and peaceful and loving. I hope that you are surrounded by love and feeling connected and like you belong in this world. And I'm sending all wishes of peace to you, all love to you. If you would like personalized guidance, you can book a reading with me on peaceoracle.com. Take care.